Hey y'all. All right, we're back. We're working on this tree right here. So a couple things that I want to show you before I get started working on this tree. First of all, yes, it still needs some fluffing. I see some holes that I got to fix. Just a couple little things that I wanted to show y'all, things that I've learned over the years in case you're just starting out or want to come up with some ways to elevate your decorating experience this year. Let me show you. Hold on. Okay, this is a different view of the same tree. Do you see the difference? I turned off. So let me start over. So I know that there's a lot of like viral trees right now that are for sale that have like 3,000 lights and all these different twinkle functions and all that stuff. And you can pay $400 or $500 for these trees. But let me tell you something. This is a cashmere tree that I bought from Walmart about 10 years ago, probably, maybe longer than that now. And this tree has been dearly loved, as you can see. It's a cashmere tree. First of all, if you love a full tree, I highly recommend a cashmere tree because they don't even really require all that much fluffing and it's just easy to work with. So it's got these really fluffy branches out on the end that are a little bit, they kind of have the flock tips. But then inside, there's still, let me show you, like you still have these branches that you can use for tying your ribbon, hanging your ornaments, things like that. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was this tree. This is how the tree looks by itself, right? This is just the tree plugged in, nothing extra, just the tree, okay? Now let me show you what I did to make it a little bit more fun. Okay, now look. All I did was add a few strands of regular warm white lights that I got from Dollar General. Again, yes, this tree needs fluffing, so don't worry about that part. We're going to get that done. But I just wanted you to see, like, take the tree that you already have, the one that you've already bought and paid for, get that sucker out, stand that thing up, and go buy you some lights. They're $2.50 a box. Well, they used to be $2.50 a box. Who knows how much they are now, but either way, not very expensive. Also, another good way to kind of elevate your Christmas tree, put a mirror behind it. Now that mirror actually stays there year round now just because I like how it looks. But watch when I turn off the main light in this room. Now just look at that. And at nighttime, oh buddy, it's real pretty. All right, so I'm going to get started on, I'm going to finish fluffing this tree and I'm going to start adding some ribbon and I'll show you a couple more little tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. Stay tuned. All right, first stage of the bow is at the top. Now keep in mind, I have a balance disorder that keeps me from being able to climb and do all the things that I need to. So I did. All right, so I just wanted to show you what ribbons that we'll be working with on this tree. So we've got a Harlequin pattern over there to the left, and we've got a plaid in the middle, a Nutcracker ribbon in the third from the left, and then the last one is this champagne colored mesh ribbon. That is a huge enhancement to any tree. No matter what look you're going for, that mesh ribbon always adds a whole new element to any tree that you are decorating. So, all right, I'm about to start adding the ribbon. So I wanted to give you a better shot of the ribbon itself. So this Harlequin pattern is like it's got the black glitter. Oh, this is such a pretty ribbon. And it's 4 inches wide. It's always good to have different sizes of ribbon as well as different types of colors and patterns. That's going to give you the biggest visual effect for your tree. Hold on, let's see. I'll just show you. I've got this stuff sitting in this chair beside me. So then this is the plaid ribbon that I have, and it is 3.5 inches. And then we've got the Nutcracker ribbon, which is 2 inches, I believe, or I think that's 2 inches. And then the mesh ribbon is actually 1.5. So they kind of go down in size. And we're gonna add it to this tree. All right, hold on. Okay, so I wanted to show you as I'm adding the ribbon. So I took 3 of the ribbons. So I've got the Harlequin pattern, the plaid, and the Nutcracker. And we're gonna strand this along the tree together. So all I did was I went up to the top here and I found one of those, the skinny branches. It's actually like the fiberglass that's bendable. And I just attached the ribbon there. And what I'm gonna do from here is I'll balloon it out of the tree, separate the ribbon, tie it off, and continue ballooning it down the tree. Hang with me. Okay, so we got that first piece done, and you can see when I was talking about ballooning it out, I just kind of tie it off and then I bring it out, tie it off again. And what I like to do is every time I balloon it out, I change, well, I didn't here, but I'll usually change it. So I have so you see the Harlequin pattern is on the left here, and then the plaid, and then the Nutcracker. And on this piece, I actually did it the opposite hole. However, I did not completely separate the Nutcracker and the plaid because I just think they look great together. And then I just kind of kept going down the tree and just alternated every piece of it. So if you step back, you see that's already added a huge visual element to that tree. All right, so I'm going to finish up the ribbon and then I'll show you what we do next. Okay, so we've got the ribbon off to a great start. Let's cover this up. And y'all, I forgot I'm smarter than I think I am because look, I did make these tails last year for this bow, so it does definitely look better in the front. I forgot that I had done that. It's supposed to be that way, if I can get it up there. Yeah, like that. And then you just kind of tuck those tails in and it just adds more and more. So at this point, you see I've got, oh, sorry, I didn't know you were looking at the wall. So at this point, you see I've even added another type of ribbon. You can't have too much ribbon on a Christmas tree. One more thing that I wanted to show you, and then we're going to go to a part 2 so I can show you the picks and ornaments. But this is another way that you can add ribbon to your tree. And all I did was take 3 short strands of ribbon, and I secured it with the branch itself. I just tied 3 pieces on there, and then I fluffed it out, and it kind of gives the illusion of a bow. But when you stand back from the tree, all you see is just that pretty sparkle kind of dangling off the tree. So, all right, guys, so that's going to do it for the ribbon. I may add a few more pieces of ribbon, but actually at this point I have run out of what I already have. So come back for part 2 and I'll show you picks and ornaments. Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas.